Okay, so I just put down all of the 345 different tables. And I just want to see them so we can kind of organize them into groups and like split stuff up. So these jewel related ones, I don't know if this is the final resting spot for them, but let's just put those over there. And these are for working on gear. They're kind of thematically similar, so let's put them together. Maybe the gear crafter also goes into that group. Well, if we're crafting, we might as well be destroying too. Now, trinkets are their own little thing, and it does look different enough. This is a very big room for very few things. Yeah, we could have probably done half of the size of this room. Okay. How do we fill this room, chat? How do we make this be less awkward? Like we could basically put 10 blocks between each station. I feel like there should be some kind of, like if we imagine this being a workshop, right? There should probably be a work table of some sort in the middle. I wonder. So we have some different things we could do for design. Like we could put square blocks down and then have top slabs across like this to make a very chunky looking table. Obviously with different blocks. And maybe that actually looks good in a forge. You know, you want something sturdy. Alternatively, we could make, instead of slabs, we could use trapdoors. Or we could use some of these pre-made tables. Not pre-made, but modded tables. Although since this is a forge, I don't really think they should be wood. I feel like fire hazard is spelled a little bit differently. Am I weird for considering the warped wood here? I know I said wood is fire hazard, but maybe it's magical. Maybe that's why it's green. I'll tell you what we have for trapdoors. If we use iron trapdoors, we could make it look like a welding table with like fixture holes and stuff. Would it be too much white in the room since the walls are also white? Copper? Copper is interesting because we'd be going in the same greenish tint direction. It would be very bold. Like, we are indoor in a mansion too. Like, I don't feel like we can't go super 4G, like Blackstone and stuff. I think it would look maybe even a bit weird-ish. What would a fancy, like, blacksmith table look like? Is it sandstone? Let's see what we have in our in the old computer up here. Platings are an option, I guess. Metal might work. It might be in the right theme for us. Let's try some of these. Is it even where we want the table? Maybe we should start with deciding where stuff goes. I think that looks good together with those. We probably want some storage here. In fact, I think we want a storage computer. Do we have a grid? Hey, look at that. We have a crafting grid. And we even have cables. That means we should be able to bring down a cable through the wall. And I feel like this here is the best place for an integrated doohickey. If we can make the cable work. Oh yeah, that's easy, easy, easy. Okay. So we'll just come up here. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Oh, I have gotten myself into pickle once more. I hate that it makes that noise because it makes me think that it's broken and it won't come back. Okay. You know what? This thing being in front kind of works. This is kind of futuristic. And so is this. That makes me want to add something more on top, something bluish. A block of floppies? That's not quite it. Not quite it. Do an item frame and something, but I feel like there should be something cleaner. What even is this block? Oh, it's a light source. Is it translucent? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I don't think we can use a translucent block though. Diamond ore? Diamond furnace? Does the furnace just go on top? Is that weird? Like color-wise, it's kind of there. Shape-wise, I don't know. But this like pillar thing here is kind of selling the idea of there being a chimney, which there isn't. Let's leave it there for now, and then we'll think about it. We'll think about it. I feel like there should be space on either side here with some kind of table. Let's try these dark oak tables. Maybe there are some stairs we could use for this. What could look good? How about these? These they were nice, but they were a little bit too dark. Okay. I like how these work with the thing here. However, it's a little bit too similar to the wall. Can we change the wall? I was about to say no, because this would look weird, but we do have trapdoors on that side, but not on this side. I mean, that could be fixed if we wanted to. What kind of block would we use then? Normal calcite be different enough? That's worse. That's somehow worse. Didn't know that was possible, but now we know. You know what? That makes this table look a lot better. It makes the furnace work more. If these were like different types of andesite bricks, maybe some chiseled, smooth version. Is that not sinking? Yeah. Maybe something like this thing. Oh, you have to cut these. Probably have a stone cutter down here as well. No, that's not how stone cutters work. Can you have it spin the other way? Yeah, that's safer. don't know how I feel about that. It looks a little bit weird with the wall itself. Is this like a brick situation? Like, do we just go basic beach vanilla bricks? Okay. Call me crazy. Call me maybe. The slightly warm hue of the limestone works well with the red shade. I really like the combination. However, it's just, it doesn't work with these walls. This is too fancy pantsy and this is too outdoorsy. Man, I can't decide on blocks, chat. Can't decide on blocks to save my life. Polished granite could work, maybe. There's a lot more granite than I thought we had. All right, how do we make these? Are they the shiny ones? Oh, those have a deeper relief. I think we want these. Oh, you make them with the iron chisel. Okay. These are an option, but also consider these. Thinking because these are also like red hues. They do work well with the table. Maybe even better. A little bit calmer. This small one is definitely too busy. Okay. It's better, but it's still weird. I don't think we... I think whatever we do is not gonna make that not be weird with the wall. So let's give up on that idea. Okay. Maybe. The table itself has a more contrasty color. Let's be bold. Let's be bold. I hate it and I love it. Oh my god. That's a thing. It's definitely a thing. I mean, we definitely need some interest up here. try some of these other colored stairs. Okay. It's way too busy up front, but the color kind of works with the rest here. I like the color, but not the texture, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe that's it. It works well with the edge here. I feel like there's a little bit of a blue hint here. And this kind of cycling through a lot of similar colors. This also being in the blue range. Maybe that's it. We need something on the table though. Yeah, let's just commit on that. What kind of bullish could we put on the table then? Holy jewels, Batman. Somebody needs to go through those. I feel like this blossom could work in a pot. Maybe we'll have a cauldron. Oh, right. You cannot put these blossoms into botany pots, unfortunately. Okay, I like the color. A little bit of splash of color. Maybe we have a shelf or some sort up here. Yeah, and what on the shelf? Maybe these old potions? Make use of them, you know? Oh, you can only have one. Wait, what's the other thing called? Rack? Kitchen rack? And tool rack? Spice rack. I think it's spice rack. Okay, I like the model a lot better. That adds a little bit of something. We want something over here. Maybe like one of those enchanted books. Is it these ones that go down flat? No, I want one of them that goes down flat. The tome? Oh yeah, there we go. That's looking kind of homey. I want a little bit more on this side, but I feel like we leave this empty and then we have something here to kind of add a little bit of asymmetry. Banana. We duct tape a banana to the wall. Now we're talking art. Can I put a spore blossom from like a fence post? Oh, you know what? It's kind of cute. So this area, then I feel like it wants a table. And we gotta put a bunch of rubbish in there. Maybe that's our thinking corner. Maybe we can put like a chair in front. Maybe this kind? Was it this one? No, this one. Of course its face is the other way. And we'll need a little bit of a lantern or a light source of some kind. Oil lantern seems thematically correct. Add some books. Wonder if we can make something fancy with these trapdoors. Does that help? I don't know. We can leave them for now. I'm thinking we'll have a little bit of a study thing. I'd like there to be like an open book of some sort. Like preferably a lectern, honestly. But a lectern would interrupt this this table and it wouldn't look good. We put some paper in an item frame. Oldest trick in a book. Book and quill. Maybe book and quill sells the illusion of working on something a bit more. But I want this to have like the study look. I can't put this down. Okay, so it's item frame it is then. Of the glass variety. Yeah. Yeah. And can we have a coffee cup? We use a pot, but do we have like an actual cup? Mug? Glass? Goblet. Nail it.